Hi everyone, this is Campus Sick Corporate and I am really glad to present the first video of our new series, Company Research. I believe that company research is a very integral part of interview preparation and it is rooted in my experience. There have been times wherein I have not been able to answer every question, wherein I have felt disappointed with my performance when it comes to statistics, which is my core subject during interviews. And yet, this company research, doing diligent work in this area, has allowed me to ace those rounds as well. They have genuinely brought out smiles on the faces of interviewers, and I've seen them being very happy about this thing. So in this video, I'll be talking about why is it important in a little more depth apart from whatever experience that I have quoted. And then I would also talk about how to go about doing this. So let's get started with the why first. I think it is very important to know why you are doing something, because that is what will push you when things seem to be not working in your favor. So the purpose should be very clear. So why do it? Now there are two approaches to understand this. The first one is from the perspective of interview panels. You can further categorize it into two distinct questions that you can receive from the interview panel. One would be why you and why this company. So when you are interviewing for a particular company, you will have competitors. Now those competitors might have similar sort of skills, might also have similar sort of communication skills, but this is what will allow you, the company research that you would have done would allow you to answer these questions in terms of not just the value you bring to the table, but how you are going to be a great fit for that team, for that company. And this can only be done once you are thorough with the research of the company. Same goes for why this company. So you have to be able to associate yourself with some sort of value that the company wants to be perceived as. And every company does that. Almost all great firms are selling you a why, are selling their customers a why. Why are they doing that? And you need to be able to convince them that your why is in sync with their why. The purpose matches. That is a very important aspect. Now coming to the second part is why is it important for you? And it's a very simple answer, that asking questions to interviewer. A lot of people don't ask interviewers question, which is, absolutely the wrong approach to take. Others ask questions such as, what does a typical day look like? Or what kind of projects do you work on? Which is very generic. 20 people are asking the same question to the interviewer. What is setting you apart? However, if you have done your research well, if you know something from the news about the company, then you can ask them a very pointed question. Okay, this said, I heard this, or I read about this. I read the interview of the CEO wherein he talks about XYZ, and then how does it impact the functioning of the company. That makes it really memorable for the interviewers, and they are super impressed, trust me. So this is for the why part. Now coming to the how part. How do you go about it? So in my opinion, there are three broad categories. The first one would be how company wants itself to be perceived, and there are two major channels. Company website, wherein you will find some articles related to what they are doing, the teams that are operating, something from the executives or the CEOs, those sort of information you would find there. YouTube channels are companies' way or attempt to convey what they stand for. And if you look closely at the videos that they put out on their official channels, you can actually be really well prepared. Trust me, this has worked so well that you must try the YouTube channel route too. A lot of us restrict ourselves with the website part only. So that is the first aspect. The second aspect is doing a simple Google search. Suppose I want to appear for Amazon and the role is data science. Just Google Amazon data science, and then you have to go to the news section and you will find plethora of articles. Just skim through those because they will give you a tab on the latest happenings which may or may not be covered in the company website or the YouTube channel. So it is really important to know the latest happenings. So maybe data science, artificial intelligence, all sorts of words which are related to your industry. Again, your industry could be very different from mine. The third is, again, it is a very optional part, but it can play a very important role. It is other websites and the videos about the company. What the CEOs and the executives of the company often do, they give interviews to other channels or other YouTube hosts or media. So you should be able to find what they are saying from there too, because that is not their platform. Secondly, there are other websites. Suppose you want to understand the business model of the company. So instead of diving straight away into their balance sheets and P&L statements and annual report, wherein you might not find it clearly, prefer a website which would give you a holistic idea about how a company operates, and it will give you quite a sense of their revenue and their expenditures, what exactly they are doing. The overview would be available. So this would be my recommendation. Feel free to try out your ways as well, experiment as much as you can. As I have always said that there can be bias in my opinion because it is based on my journey or maybe a few of my friends too. But the important thing is that you do this stuff. This can legit provide you an edge during interviews. I've seen the happiness on interviewers' face. So please do this. This is not an optional step. So that's all for the first video. I think I'll wind up. Thank you so much for watching.